I want to just give you guys a tip on how to keep practicing lettering interesting. It can be really mind-numbing sometimes to practice lettering, and so sometimes you want to shake it up. I gave some tips on different prompts to use, but today I'm going to actually talk about doing something a little bit different just to keep things in, mixed up and fresh. So I'm talking about lettering on black paper. Now I know some people do the blackout planning. I've attempted that and it's not really gone well for me, but I do sometimes like to grab pieces of cardstock and letter on it with pens that work on it. So to practice just so that I can feel refreshed in my lettering. So I'd like to give you some pens that I like to use for it. I'm not advocating going and buying all the things just because you're bored with lettering, although I love to advocate for buying all the things. However, you don't have to. A lot of the times people already have one of these because these are a very popular pen for writing on dark stickers and washi tape. This is the Uniball Signo in white, and it is a Japanese pen, and I love this pen for practicing lettering. The ink is really thick and opaque on washi tape on dark stickers, and it works great on dark cardstock. And I should add that my cardstock, I've gotten it before at Target. Sometimes they have black cardstock, but my favorite black cardstock is actually at Michael's, and they sell it in the scrapbook paper section in packs of, I don't even know, like 50 sheets, maybe 100 sheets. I like it because the surface is a little smoother, and it's usually pretty cheap. I got these for 2 for $5, so it's $2.50 for the pack of whatever, which is a great price for cardstock. Anyway, so the Uniball Signo. Now I've talked recently about how the black Uniball Signo Japanese pen is my favorite lettering pen for the moment. But if you want to letter on dark cardstock, we've got the white one, they've got a silver one, they've got a gold one, and those are just the ones I know about. And these all letter really well on dark cardstock. See how nice it like pops right up off the page, and you can look and it's relatively opaque. There might be some spots where it kind of skips, and that happens a lot with gel pens where they tend to skip a little bit. My favorite of these three pens in terms of opacity is the silver one, which is the one here in the middle. I feel like that one is the most opaque. The gold one is probably the most watery. That might also just because it needs a good shaking. Remember when you're writing with gel pens to write like this with the pen straight up and down rather than angling it, which is how I write with a lot of other pens, because the ball won't work, the roller ball won't work very well if you are angling it too hard. One of the more well-known kinds of pens to letter with on dark cardstock is jelly rolls, and I have two kinds of jelly rolls that I prefer. There are other flavors of jelly rolls that work great, but these are just the ones I like. And this first one is the metallic set, and the ones I have here, I've got blue, green, kind of limer, teal green sort of, red and purple, and these are sparkly. Of these ones, I like the purple one the best. I just think the color is the prettiest. But they're all pretty and they add really nice accents to the work that you're doing. Though generally speaking, lettering with metallics, whether it's these gold and silver or these guys, is not my main kind of lettering that I like to do. I prefer to use the less shimmery and the more opaque colors. And so for those, I turn to my other favorite set of pens, the Moonlight jelly rolls. Now they have other kinds of jelly rolls that like have a more 3D effect, but I found that the Moonlight ones are really pretty on dark paper, and the set that I got is a set of 10 and is divided into two kinds of things. It's divided into the fluorescent colors and the non-fluorescent colors. The non-fluorescent colors, which are red, rose, purple, green, and blue, they are, according to the paper, the manufacturer, are archival quality ink with they're waterproof, chemical resistant, fade resistant, bleed free, quick drying, and pH neutral. So if you're a scrapbooker or doing work with photography in your things, that could be handy. And then the fluorescent ones, on the other hand, don't have any of those claims on them, but they do supposedly glow under black light. As I have left black lights behind in my college years, I do not know for sure, but I'm sure that some of you out there have, and so you guys may be able to say, nope, that's true. Apparently my rose-colored one decided to bite the dust. I have no idea why. But of these ones, the green one is my favorite because it's just so beautiful and vibrant. These ones are the not fluorescent ones. And then here are the fluorescent shades. As you notice, my handwriting has started to just shit the bed, and my spelling and whatnot, but it's mostly just because I'm tired. But for the fluorescent ones, I love the green one and I love the pink one. I did some practicing earlier with these, testing out different colors, and I really love how this green, which came from the non-fluorescent green, I really love how beautiful that is. But as you can see, lettering with these pens on dark paper just looks cool. Like, it doesn't matter how good your lettering is, anything looks cool if it is bright colors on dark paper. So it's like chalkboard lettering, it just looks cooler that way. So getting yourself some pens that work on black paper, aside from the fact that you can make cards and shit for your family and have a good time with it, on top of that, it just offers you something different in the course of your lettering practice. Do I suggest you practice all the time on black paper? No, for two reasons. One, because, and as you saw with some of these, like gel pens, they start to they can have issues in terms of flowing and consistency, like they can be touchy. Like I bought these pens fairly recently, haven't used them very often, and this rose color one just shit the bed on me, so I have to go and like fix it to see if it'll work again, and it will. Jelly pens take sometimes an amount of massaging to get them to work. The point being is that you have a lot, because of the opacity of the ink that has to be on black paper, you tend to have a little bit more issues with those pens staying nice and opaque and smooth and not getting like, you know, plugged up or janky or whatever. It'd be frustrating, to me at least, if I practiced on dark paper all of the time to be able to keep consistently. But some of the time, yeah, it's a fun way to kind of incorporate it in when your brain is starting to be like, oh, I don't practice lettering anymore. This just gives you a way to mix it up. And there are other ways you can mix it up, and I will do later videos if you want to hear more of my ideas on how to mix up your lettering practice to keep you interested and continually challenging yourself. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I am going to take off and go practice some more lettering on dark paper because now I'm having a good time with this. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.